It's 22 degrees out here and the wind's blowing. I should be smoking meat, not building this thing. This is the perfect weather for smoking meat. And yes, Danny's out here having to build it. So I'm going to try to get it done. I hope you understand the concept of the end of it there. Those are like little barge rafters sticking out. I'm trying to fix it where I can screw my metal down flat to the top of the roof. I'm trying to alleviate as many places as I can for the smoke to get out and insects to get in. So that's what my thoughts are on it. Now there'll be fascia boards going around it and all that stuff, but that'll come after I get the metal on the roof. All right, we've got the last piece of metal on. All we got to do now is start putting trim around it and putting the ridge cap on. We'll have it done. Guys, we're starting on getting ready to put the log siding on. But to do that, we've got to have our corners built first for the log siding. Now, I have already notched one here. I want to show you a little bit about how this is going to work, because it's all about sealing this thing up. We're going to have this is going to slide up in here like this, and it's going to fasten up against that. This will actually form a corner on the outside of the building here. There'll be another one go around this other side for the back, and you'll see in just a little while why I have to do it this way, so that the log siding has something to butt up against and actually finish off a corner. So we're going to be screwing this in, getting it ready, and I'll come back as soon as I get it done, because I'm by myself having to film with a cell phone. Okay, what we've done is we've come on around back now, and we have cut the corner pieces and matched them onto that corner there. As you can see across here, we have this one set out. And what we've done, see, this creates deadwood in here to screw our log siding to. So we have this one done. We done around. It's a little dark up under there, but we done this side. You can see over here, we have the other side done. We've got our smokehouse door that has to go here. So we got to figure out how we're going to frame around this door, what it's going to look like, and how we're going to make this happen. There won't be any log siding right here on the front, because it's going to all be door, except for the corner trims on it here. And we're probably going to be using a 2x8 to cover up this wide gap. As soon as we get that done, then we'll be ready to get all the trim painted, looks like. Okay, guys, backup has arrived. Look at that color. Ms. Wanda's doing a fantastic job with that.
Awesome.
It's awesome. It's called gingerbread. You know why we're using that color? Look around here. You see that cabin sitting there? It's got gingerbread on it too. This is going to mimic that cabin. That's why it's an epic smokehouse.
Y'all gonna like this build.
This one here is going to be some kind of fun. I want to move around and show you. This is what I've got started here on the front. We're putting a big wide 2x8 here, because see, the door is going to hang on this. So I got to have this thing structural for that door to hold it up and everything. Let's take a look at this.
One corner.
One corner almost complete, guys. Look at this. Look at that. Love that color now. You wait till that log siding goes on there with it. It's sure enough gonna look good then. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay guys, we're putting on our fascia boards now. We're going through our scrap pile in the shop and we're picking out pieces of wood that we can use. We want treated woods for our fascia boards so we don't ever have to worry about them rotting. So that's what I've done. I went and found some pieces. I custom cut them to 4.5 inches wide so that they fit the basic size of the building that we're building. 3.5 is too narrow, 5.5 is too wide, so we kind of come up with 4.5 to look like it kind of fits a little bit better. Now we're going to put some of the other ones on. We don't have enough to finish it. We're going to have to go get a couple of boards in town. But guys, it's all about using what you have on your homestead to build your projects with, and that's what we're doing. We're just going through our lumber pile, getting stuff out that we can use. When you put your rods up in the smokehouse for your bacon or sausage and all that to hang up from, they need to have notches in it so the pipes don't just roll off. I mean, they got to have particular places that they go. So that's what we're doing now. We're building a rack system to go in the smokehouse to hold our rods up high to smoke our sausage and our bacon from. I've taken a 2x8, lay it here where you can see it, and I have measured off a foot from each end, and then I centered the holes, the two that's left between them, and I'm cutting, looks like about a 2-inch hole in it, and I have a line drawn right down the center of it here. If you look, there's a line down the center of this board, and I'm drilling them holes right in the center of this board. What I'm going to do after this, when I get this last hole drilled, I'm going to take it to the table saw, and we're going to rip this joker right down the middle. And what that'll do is that'll give me 2 boards that will have these half moons in them to hang my rods in. All right, now that we've got the holes drilled, we're going to head over to the table saw. Okay, this is what I was talking about. We can hang our rods in this across the smokehouse. We'll put one on one side of the smokehouse, one on the other side of the smokehouse. Our rods can lay in these. That will keep them from rolling around. We can pick them up, take them in, take them out. Makes it a whole lot easier to handle it, guys. We went out here. We cut a bunch of sassafras trees down. These 2 here will be for the handrails up in the top of the cabin. But these smaller ones you see here, plus this one right here, these will be to hang the meat on in our smokehouse when we're smoking it. And right now I'm using a draw knife, which is this creature right here. And we're pulling it like this. And we're taking, I'm having to do it with one hand here. You're supposed to use 2 hands. I'm pulling it to actually cut the bark off like that. We've already stripped it off of some of it here. Well, we're going to continue to strip the bark off these trees so we can get them ready to go in the smokehouse. Okay, we've got our first one peeled here. This one here is ready to go to the smokehouse. We've got all the bark off of it. You can see here. Got the bark peeled off. We're down to the raw sassafras wood. And guys, if you could just smell that. Oh, it smells so good. Can't wait to get that in the smokehouse. All right, we have them all peeled now. As you can see, it's off to the smokehouse with them, guys. The door here is a beaded or V-grooved white pine. We're going to be painting the door so that it doesn't deteriorate. We put a latch system on the outside of it out here. A bullet latch like that, bolt latch, a handle. Guys, I know a lot of y'all are probably saying, oh my God, you've gone overboard with this thing. It's just a smokehouse, Danny. Well, for the off-grid candy corn cabin, it is called the Epic Smokehouse. It is the smokehouse of smokehouses. Guys, this is an elite smokehouse. And when we get it all painted up and we get the outside of it all dolled up like we get ready to, you're going to really think you think it looks nice now? You wait till I put the finishing touches on it. Miss Wanda and I done sit down and we done figured this thing out. It's going to surely be epic when we get through with it, because look, in the next few weeks, weather turns right, you're going to see some bacon smoking in this baby. So thank you guys from Deep South Homestead.